Downside to living in the UK is you have to wait ages for American releases like this. So this is the new SCX30. I've just had it delivered. I ordered it on the 18th of December, and I think today is the 7th of February. So very nearly 2 months. In this video, I'll take you through the full spec, take the shell off, give you a lowdown on what it does, what it doesn't do, take you through what comes in the box, and I've got a few rocks on the table over there. We'll see how it performs. First impressions, looks-wise, I love the colour. Trying to get it to focus on it. It's actually metallic. Can't really see it in this light, but it's got a very slight gold flake. It looks really good. Yeah, it's got loads of scale details. So you've got, fairly obviously, you've got the roof rack. You've got the little axe and spade there. I think you probably could unclip those. High lift jack. Some like storage boxes on the top. I don't think they open. A couple little jerry cans on the side. Got moulded tail lights, a full-size spare, moulded rear bumper with a tow hitch thingy, moulded door handles, moulded mirrors. I was going to say it's got a moulded snorkel, but I don't think it has. I think it's just that light bar there. The grille is, I think it's moulded, and some stickers on the grille as well. Proper front bumper. Loads of cool little scale details. I believe the wheels are licensed method wheels, and the tyres are Yokohama Geolanders. Geolander XMT. It's nice that they've got licensed bits and pieces on it. It adds to the scale look. Something I've not seen anyone else talk about in their reviews is these sand ladders. They're actually functional. Yeah, little details like that I like. So the body shell is held on the front with 2 clips, and the back kind of, that tongue slots into that groove there, and those 2 clips there and there bite onto those 2 tabs there. All the lights stay on the chassis. We've just got the lenses on the body. This has got an 88 turn motor, brushed. The battery is tiny. It is a 160 milliamp hour 2S. So nice that it's a 2S. That is tiny. That's compared to a FMS 380 milliamp hour battery that comes in the FCX24 and FCX24M. Yeah, that gives you an idea of how small this rig is. It's tiny. So yeah, tiny battery on one slider, and the other slider, it seems, is the whole combined ESC receiver. It's not your light controller because it doesn't have indicators or brake lights or anything like that, so it just outputs voltage for the lights. Little tiny servo there, servo on axle, and it's got a servo saver apparently. Yes, it has. We've got grease-filled shocks and worm drive axles, which is nice. I have weighed this. The chassis came in at 101 grams and the body came in at 41 grams. So, like, pretty much 1/3 of the whole thing, the weight is in the body. Body clips on well. It's pretty secure. Nice. In the box you also get the Spectrum SLT2 remote. I've used these before on the Armour Grom series. Me and my lad have got a couple of little granite Groms. They're okay. It's a nice feature to have the adjustable throttle rate on the side for little hands. Little sticker sheet, and it's got some cool little like scale bumper stickers in there. I don't know if you can read them, if you can pause it and read them. I can't read them without my glasses, that's for sure. There's a little bag of bits and pieces, so I think that these are like tube fenders, and the green pieces are infills for if you remove the roof rack. And you can remove the spare wheel on the back and fit that. And I think that's like a high level brake light in there as well. Big instructions, little instructions, advert for all the other ones, and a little exploded diagram with part numbers and stuff. That's nice to see. I don't know if I mentioned the USB charger or not. It's just a little, I think it's half amp. Yeah, output half amp. Charges through the balance lead. Pretty much the norm for an RTR charger. Let's get this powered on and check it out. With the body on. You see we've got front lights, rear lights, no brake lights, no indicators. Servo seems pretty good. Strong enough to wiggle the truck around. Those shocks are really nice. So there's only one gear, and the ESC is a little bit whiny. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. The slow speed control is okay. It's a bit jumpy. Just for a size comparison. It is literally palm sized. In fact, it is top to tail 160mm, 16 centimeters, 6 and a bit inches if you're in that flavour, nearly 3 inches wide, or 70mm, 7 centimeters. It's not big. It's got the smashed slab course on the table today. Nothing too fancy. Might be a bit big, to be honest, for this. I've got some other options if not. Oh, go on then. Fell at the last hurdle. Ooh. Oh dear. Now, just out of curiosity, wonder if it'll do this line any easier without the body. Well, I'm pretty sure it'll do it easier, just how much easier. Okay. Alright, I've adjusted the course again. Let's try again. I guess where this thing comes into its own is that you don't necessarily need rocks to make a course. Just chuck a few tools down on your lunch break. Get it stuck on a tiny little box. You get the idea. If you're more of an office worker, I guess you've got options too. So, first impressions. I'm impressed with the scale of it. So, all these little details, like the little scale realism parts. Love it. Over the moon with it. The tyres surprised me. They're pretty good. Shame that the wheels are plastic. I think a little bit of weight down low and especially forward biased would certainly help. You know, there's bits on that course where it's sitting up on the back wheels, catching that tyre on the back. Just either trying to tip over that way or just actually landing, pointing at the sky. I do have some upgrades for this already, so I'll get into that in a second. So yeah, first impressions. Slow speed control isn't the best, but also isn't the worst. You know, this is me trying to... I'll show you the trigger as well. Look. So once it gets moving, it kind of runs away with itself a little bit. You can catch it, but when it comes up against an obstacle, it'll stop. Give it a little bit more. Oop. Generally, the build quality of the thing, it's mostly plastic, but it does feel, you know, well built. A little bit of flex in the links and things like that. There's a little bit of flex in that steering link you see there. But other than that, you know, it doesn't feel flimsy in any way. It feels pretty good. Body's hard body. Again, feels pretty sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's going to drop to bits. I'm happy with that. Spectrum electronics, not my favourite, but adequate. Yeah, so I've got a few upgrades for this. I've got the brass steering links from Endura. I've got the shorter shocks, I think they're 22.5mm. Yeah, 22.5mm shocks, also from Endura. Brass steering links, and they're aluminium high clearance links. On the way as well, I've got the new Mavericks tyres in 0.7 inch size, sorry. And I've also got the D18 wheels from Endura coming as well. So, I've got overdrive on its way, and I think I also bought the stainless steel axle shafts as well. I've also got somewhere a Green Viper motor, so I don't really want to get into swapping it to brushless just yet. If you've seen the Reefs servo for this, in the UK, I should say, this cost me £99 delivered to my door. The Reefs servo is 70 quid. I don't know what that works out at in dollars, but that's 70% of the price of the whole truck on an upgraded servo that, in standard form, it certainly doesn't need. I'm going to see if I can make this better on less than £100 budget. I'm going to aim for significantly less than £100, but I think with the wheels, tyres, steering link on the front, the brass knuckles on the front, I think that'd probably do it, but we'll see. That's in a future video because some of the bits aren't here yet. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you got one? Which one did you get? Yeah, I'm happy with it, and I think for £100 there's probably better options out there, let's be honest. For example, if you go slightly up the scales, you've got the FMS SCX30 RC. They're quite often on sale around £100, $100. The new LDRC 18401 comes in at less than £100. I think mine cost me about 70 quid to my door. Yeah, it's got some stiff competition, but it's cool. I like it. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Catch you in the next one.